like love, love, love and music. La la la, love, 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 love and music. Love, love,
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. And this is another edition of Car Conversations on Jaylee's Corner. Okay, it is Friday Eve. And I cannot wait to get home, chill out, go to work tomorrow, and then be off on the weekends. Okay? Y'all see, this is a TV roundup with Empire and Star, and maybe If Loving You Was Wrong. I'm not sure how much I'm going to get through in this video on my drive home. What else? Oh, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird, and all that good shit. So let's start with Empire because, you know, it is what it is. It's the first show that came on yesterday. You know, Taraji P. Henson was on The View today, and, you know, she kind of confirmed, like, oh, well, you know, Jussie Smollett will be back next season because I haven't heard anything different. I don't know if that means much. I don't know if that means much. But, I mean, okay, you say so. But, you know, on this particular episode, it was a whole bunch of different shit that went on. I have notes. I'm only looking because I'm at a light. And I just, like, completely forgot what started off on this episode. So, get over here, please. Of course, now I can drive a little bit. Yeah, that's just... How did it start? Oh, okay. I'm at another light. Yay. So we see how they announcing everybody going on tour. All the acts going on tour. You got Tiana and that girl, Mia. Is it Mia? Mia? No, the Treasure Girl. The girl who used to be like a little prostitute or whatever. They done did a song together. So they going, everybody going. Blake going, Tiana going, nobody going, everybody going. The Somebody's and nobody, all of them going together on the tour. If you like it. They show how they all signing contracts. How, you know, the new girl who ain't really done shit wants to have her own little set because her and Tiana's single, well, their joint single was good or whatever. All right, fine. I'm like, girl, it's too much. So we see Dre has been diagnosed and he has lymphoma, stage 4. Okay, he has to have chemo. Now, the chemo is like an angel and a devil, okay, because it can really heal you, but also can make you really, really, really sick, okay, really, really, really sick. So he decides to take the chemo because he like, you know what I'm saying, I can do it. So we do see Thirsty go talk to Lucius. Finally, it has happened. Okay, I don't know what he waited so long for, but he go talk to Lucius and tell Lucius that the feds picked him up and they, you know, did it because they want information on Cross. Now, what he didn't say, what he didn't tell Lucius, what he should have told in the first goddamn place is that, you know, Cross is the one who has that damn pan. Okay? So Thirsty out here, you still lying, Thirsty. You still lying in these streets. Anyway, so Lucius and Cookie and Giselle then all meet up because they're like, well, damn, if the feds is on Damon, is it Damon Cross? Yeah, Damon Cross. I can't look at my notes anymore. On Damon Cross's neck, they have to distance themselves from him. So he like, you know, we gotta move our money. You know, we gotta scrap that whole Panama thing with all that money coming over. We gotta kind of make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, he ain't a part of us. Now, as you know, they saying that in the offices, in the Empire offices. You know, Lucius bring up how he has since moved the money, like the finance fee and all that stuff, for the Panama money. He moved it into a non-profit organization thing, which is the non-profit he opened in Cookie name. So Cookie pissed off. I can't believe you, Lucius. Why would you do that? I'm like, girl, it's Lucius. He do foul shit all the time. And I mean, y'all make them decisions without consulting each other all the time. I'm like, Cookie girl, calm down. Like, you don't raise your pressure. So as they talking, Damon Cross is walking. I'm like, how the fuck did he get in there all the way up to the office without no one telling him that he was coming? All the way upstairs? I say, he ain't got no respect. And his thinking, you know what I'm saying, you should have called me, you know what I'm saying, I got called because you fucking up stuff or whatever. And, you know, I should have been the first phone call. The feds is always messing with me. But I can fix it. Like I'm saying, I can do what I do. It's my job. And so Lucius say, well, you got 24 hours. Now, Cookie up here fantasizing about Damon Cross. And I'm not sure why. But it is what it is. So, Giselle then come up with the idea of they should invite Damon Cross to the first tourist stop so that the feds do wonder like why he around or whatever. It's because he's an investor versus somebody who's helping them launder some money from somewhere else or whatnot. And so Cookie like saying whatever, it don't really matter. And I'm like, Cookie, you doing too much. So, well, not too much, but I feel like, you know, some shit is gonna blow back and we ain't gonna like it. Was that all? Yeah. It really was. So we do see everybody going on tour. All these acts get on the little tour bus. I'm like, that tour bus look like it's gonna be a Me Too movement waiting to happen. Mainly because there's this one dude whose name I don't know. I'm not gonna forget. He keeps flirting with every female that has a vagina. Okay, and I'm like, he doing too much. And Tiana like, oh, he's just so aggravating, you know. So she'll be talking to Blake, and Blake like, you know what I'm saying, I'll get him off your back, like don't even worry about it. And then here comes Mia Maya, who is, you know, now she's Jamal's assistant, and I think that you guys should do this move and that move on your tour. And Tiana was like, aren't you Jamal's assistant? Then why are you talking to me? I say, you know what, she can be a bitch. She can be a bitch. And so, you know, it was them on tour, not even on tour, them getting ready for a show. Okay, then I'm not in much traffic. I pay attention. I'm okay. I'm doing things safely. So they do have the tour date. And, you know, the first show didn't go that well. You know, because the power kept going out, the lights kept flickering, and they couldn't see much. The one dude who I think gonna be a Me Too movement defendant, okay, he MIA. We don't know where he at. Okay, he done missed the whole dress rehearsal. Meanwhile, Treasure and Tiana performing when lights go out. Treasure, because she's not a professional, she fall off stage. Okay, now she all embarrassed. But before that happened, her old pimp, the dude who came to the house with her the first time that Lucius like hit over the head with a bottle or whatever, he back. And he like, you know, her song out and she popping. So you know what I'm saying, I want my cut. I want my money. And so Lucius like, well, I'll give 20 grand and then leave us be. He said, I want 30 by tomorrow. So when Lucius called Andre to get the money, you know, Andre like, all right, cool. But Andre just getting home from chemo, but they don't know he's sick. So he like, all right, I'm gonna go, whatever. And girlfriend like, you can't go. You just had chemo, bruh. It is toxins all through your body. You can't do it. And then he says, I have to. I'm gonna be okay. I can do it. But he then starts coughing, and he kind of passed out a little bit. It's like, see, Andre, sit your ass down somewhere. So he is now in the bed resting. Okay, resting. And I'm like, Lord. So Lucius give, you know what I'm saying, Treasure a little pep talk, and she all sad because she failed. And, you know, he tell her how he know that, you know, since she can be great, she just has to believe in herself. He sees something in her where she can be a great artist. You know what I'm saying? Regular ass pep talk from the person at the office. So, excuse me. From there, they have the secondary show. Okay? And the secondary show, we kind of see everybody. Now, Hakeem, did we see Hakeem perform? Yeah, we didn't see Hakeem perform. Sure didn't. So the second show, we see they perform. The lights don't go out at first, but they go out when Jamal out there singing. You know, Jamal still sad because him and Kai broke up. So he on stage, all the lights go out. So, oh, raise your phones up. Okay, we gonna sing. He's singing a song he made for Kai, and he starts crying through the song. Oh my God, I'm so sad. Okay, and so Winter, who's the white girl from over the pond, comes out and sings with him, or sings a song and saves the day. Okay, and everybody, yay, clap, 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 and all that shit. So meanwhile, Damon like Cookie. Okay, and Cookie like, you know, oh, you up there all, you know, hugged up with Giselle. I don't want you all up in my business or whatever. he like, well, Cookie, look, I told you before, I'm not gonna chase you. You have to come to me willingly. And I'm looking like, well, nigga, who is you? Okay, but whatever. So he keeps telling her, like, you know what I'm saying, I told you, you're my future, and you don't even know it yet. But again, you have to come to me. Come on, Lord. Anyway, I'm just like, I just don't understand that whole thing. But we then see Jamal gets home, and he all sad and shit, the house, and Kai there. And Kai all happy, they kissed and they had gay sex, okay? Now, you know, after the show, Treasure out here looking for Lucius, okay? And Cookie is also looking for Lucius. And Lucius is sitting around, you know what I'm saying, chilling, minding his own business, okay? The business that pays him. And Treasure finds him. I'm so thankful you took up for me. You helped with the old pimp dude. I want to show you some gratitude. And what did she do? She proceeds to climb on top of Lucius' lap and try to fuck this man. And the whole time he like, stop, no, get off me, don't, you're doing to girl, cut it out. Like he's resisting her. Now the only thing he did not do, which he could have had, was throw her ass across the room. But he's clearly telling her no, okay? So she's like a rapist, okay? Because he's like, no, no, no. And he's holding her at arm's length to get her off of him. And she trying to get the dick. Now, Cookie then walks in. I can't believe you, Lucius, and you whore. And I'm like, okay. And she walks away mad. And I'm like, you didn't even ask what happened. You instantly believed your husband wasn't shit. So she walks away and she's mad, mad, mad. And Lucius, one-legged Lucius is chasing her. Baby, don't leave. Let me explain. Because for the first time ever, Lucius didn't do shit. But because all the shit he's done before, she believed he did shit, okay? And I'm like, sometimes that's what happens. You don't do shit, and then you get caught up in it anyway. So, we see Cookie walking away, and she's remembering all the fucked up things that he's done, and all the mistakes, all the bad times is what she remembers. And where does she go? To Damon Cross' room when she drops her coat. And I'm like, Cookie wouldn't get mad at Lucius and go fuck some other man. I'm like, that don't even seem plausible. It doesn't. Cookie would be pissed and she would go to work. Okay? She don't go get no dick. I'm like, what? Y'all gonna have Cookie cheat on Lucius with Damon Cross? I was like, y'all is just out of stories. Y'all are out of stories if that's the next move you think she gonna make. Even though y'all put it up like, oh, she's lusting after this man and whatever, and she was fantasizing about having sex with him. It was some bullshit if you ask me. Other than that, Lucius got a phone call from Andre's girlfriend who was telling him, yeah, he is sick, he can't make it. He didn't want to talk to no, but he has cancer, stage 4. He's going to go through chemo. He's going to need help. Like, she's breaking the truth down to him, and Lucius is like heartbroken, like, what the fuck? I had no idea. And so we then see, besides that, Blake is trying to go talk to Tiana because he likes Tiana and Tiana like him, okay? And we see them like looking at each other, smiling and shit. And they both say how they want to move forward and forget all the crazy shit that happened in the past with the shooting and there's all the shit that happened that, almost broke them. They want to forget all of that. So when he go looking for Tiana, as he's about to go to her room, he see that she's already at her door, like tipping the waiter dude, the bellhop guy, the goddamn people who come to the door at the hotels. And then he see who's in her room with her, the dude who had been harassing her, basically, who I think is a whole harassment lawsuit waiting to happen. So I'm like, you fucking the help, Tiana? I mean, he's a fellow artist, but I feel like he steals the help. So Blake is like, oh, this is some bullshit. So Blake walks away. He runs into Maya, who's always involved in someone else's business, if you ask me. Okay? And because he runs into her, and he's drinking a little bit, he's upset. She like, you drinking alone? He was like, I hope not. And then he goes in her room. I said, Lord Jesus. And I think that was, and then lastly, Lucius go outside because he's reeling from, Andre, having cancer, and Cookie walking away thinking he cheated on her. He's upset. And here come the pimp, manager, okay? You know, your son, Andre, didn't show up with the money. You know what I'm saying? So, her performance was so good tonight, you know what I'm saying? The prices went up. You know, I don't want 30 grand. I want 50 grand per month. You know what I'm saying? And Lucia's like, this motherfucker here, okay, you in the wrong time and the wrong place to be fucking with me. And so, he beat his ass. He beat him. He slamming his head to the concrete, crushed the man's head. Okay, crushed his head, killed him in pure anger. I say that's Lucius. Lucius is upset. Okay, I'm upset, and that's how the episode went on. So whatever I forgot, girl, it wasn't that much. It is what it is. Star. So Star was found by the inmates, and she had a head wound. But when the inmate found, because the girl left her there to die. But when she woke up, you know what I'm saying, she was like, help me. And then they took her to the hospital, of course, and she's in a coma. They put her in the induced coma because the swelling to her brain was, you know what I'm saying, all kind of crazy. But so they have to give her brain time to, you know what I'm saying, unswell. That's not a word. I know that. But you know what I mean. And so we see, you know what I'm saying, Carlotta back. I'm like, I kept going, like, where the fuck did she go? Was she just gone? But I was like, okay. So she back, and none of them know what happened to Star, but they all feel like they're going to go get Star later from jail. So, that don't happen. They find out she got beaten up. They all upset and sad because she's in jail. I mean, she's in the hospital. Meanwhile, not Davis, what's his name? Noah ass still popping pills, okay? His girlfriend back, you know, his girlfriend is also Maurice's ex-wife. So, she back, he all happy. Now, she see the pills at the house. Like, you all right? You good? He's like, yeah, I'm okay. You know, ain't no big issue. Now, Simone saw the pills too last week. And he told her, too, he good. It's just what the doctor prescribed for the back pain from the car accident. Okay? And I'm looking like, ain't y'all wouldn't, like, take his pills and only give him the pills when he need the pills. That's what I would have done. But I digress. Anyway, so, he out here in these streets. Simone is on edge because she's upset that Star in hospital. She's upset at all this different stuff. I have to do something. I'm like, girl, calm the fuck down. You can do that. You can do. So we also see Cassie. Cassie want to fuck Maurice, even though he used to fuck her sister. And I can see it happening. It's gonna be some weird. Like, you can't be sharing penises, if you ask me. So what else happened? Alex and Derek want to be together, but Derek like, well, no, they want to get married and stuff like that. But Derek feel like, you know, oh, I can't turn on red. It's so much other stuff going on. He's kind of uncomfortable with Alex having to go on tour with Noah, considering how her and Noah used to mess around and whatever. And so he like, for him, you know, the whole situation is a bit different, or it's a bit, you know what I'm saying, just in opportune moments. So why am I running across the street, girl? Y'all gonna get hit. This is a busy ass street. So we see that whole part of it. We see that Gigi, who was what's her Keke Palmer character, she is still reeling from her auntie killing herself, and she feels guilty, you know, because she says, Alice, I should not have blamed you, blah 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 blah. You know, your video wasn't the first time my aunt had been caught. Why are you driving so slow, motherfucker? You know, it wasn't the first time her aunt had been caught getting high. She's like, so, you know, you had nothing to do with it. She's like, but I do wish that she knew how much I loved her, and if I hadn't fired her, she wouldn't kill herself. So she has that guilt, and Alex tell her, like, you know what I'm saying, it's not your fault. Like, don't blame yourself. Like, you had nothing to do with that. Like, you know, it just wasn't your fault. And, you know, once you realize that, you'll be better off. So I guess maybe Gigi gonna be nicer from now. Who knows? The dude Mateo is really in cahoots with Xander because he's stupid, because he ain't got no money. And so the board calls a meeting because they find out that Mateo spent the other money on his gambling debts. Okay, so they're like, I don't want to invest in your company because you a whole ass gambling addict and we ain't got time for the bullshit. And Carlotta didn't know either. So she's like, I can't believe you. You know, we done lost our investors or whatever. And so she told him, like, you know, you used to be good at this because you had instincts. She's like, somewhere you just stop trusting your instincts. You need to go back to your roots. Okay, go back to your roots. So he go back to some roots and he gets some investment from somebody else. I don't know who it was. He said it was the Jimenez. I said, well, from Power? That's the Mexican cartel, ain't it, girl? Don't do them. Anyway, so what else happened? Oh, Cotton, you know, she ran into her old pimp, who was beating up a new prostitute, okay? And so she had a whole knife to that man's throat and said, get your ass from around here. Get her money and get the fuck on. And then he say, I'm going to get your ass. Remember, I'm the one that named you Cotton. I gave you that. I'm looking like, bro, she don't know you shit. I'm not sure why my phone cut off at all. And I don't know where it cut off at. So, but I was, oh shit. Turn, girl. I was talking about Cotton. So, Cotton Cotton ran into the old pimp, okay, was beating up the girl, and she ran him off, basically. I think y'all got that part. Anyway, but the other prostitute came back with more prostitutes who he had been beating up, asking Cotton for some help. I was like, Lord, here we go. Let's see what else happened. I mean, just starting hospital, Simone going crazy, okay. Then we see Noah, who popped a couple pills, and because he do that, he basically high. He dancing around the house. He like la 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 la, singing to the baby. But I'm like, it's real high-ish. It's real crack-ish. It's real, I'm popped on some pills. And so he ended up passing out after he put the baby bottle on the stove, the baby crying. And he also had a rag or a towel that he set near the stove that caught on fire while he passed out. And so Simone come in and catch it. She put the fire out, and she's upset. His girlfriend come in too, and she's upset because now Simone wants to take the baby. And she tell Bruce, I'm gonna keep the baby until Stark get out the hospital. I'd rather have the baby with me and Angel than be with him, because to be with Noah, because Noah is unreliable. I'm like, well, Noah is a drug addict, okay? Now they know Noah back on that shit, okay? He back on them pills. But Noah like, I didn't really do it. You know what I'm saying? It was a mistake. And his girlfriend, like, you know what I'm saying, you almost killed your son. Like, I've lost a child. Like, you don't even realize what you did. And I'm like, bro, you was really popping pills and passed out while your son was in the bassinet crying, and you almost burnt the whole damn house. I was like, you can't be doing this shit, bro. So, with Cassie's still looking into Carlotta baby being alive from all them years ago. So she do find out she had a baby boy, and she was calling to find out if there was a death certificate after she had the baby. So while she making phone calls, Xander crazy ass run up behind her and put a bag on her head and say, I have to teach you a lesson, okay? And so he beat her up. Like, beat her up. And Carlotta came and found her. She see all the blood from how much he was beating on her or whatever. And then she's like, I'm gonna kill him. But Cassie said, like, I need to confront him myself. And so Carlotta said, well, when you go do that, take me with you. But when she went, she didn't take Carlotta. Now, a little before that, Maurice finally came to see her, even though she was trying to avoid him seeing her like that. And he saw her, was pissed. I say, a man who hits a woman ain't a man. Well, you was Dino in that movie beating on prostitutes. Shut up, Dino. I'm still mad at him for playing Dino in that Felicia Blakely story. He was so believable. Anyway, but he like, as long as I'm alive, ain't no man gonna ever put their hands on you. I'm like, well, I don't know how that's gonna go, but okay. Anyway, so she do end up going to see Xander herself. And, she's like, we need to talk. We talked yesterday when he beat her up. She's like, no, this is a new day. I told the feds everything, so they gonna be on your ass, bruh. You don't love nobody. You don't mean shit. You ain't family. You ain't shit. Ain't, all that stuff. And he like, Cassie, don't do this. Cassie, she just walk away. And he then say, I can't let anyone take me down. And he's holding a gun to his head, and then we hear a gunshot. So we don't know what happened with that, okay? We just hear a gunshot, and that's it. So I'm like, girl, I don't know. Anyway, we do see Star in the hospital, and she has like a little seizure or whatever. So Simone panicking. We do see Cassie go back to talk to Carlotta and tell her, like, Xander was my demon, and I've handled that in one way, shape, form. That's handled. She then says, I'm like, why is my window cracked? And that's the goddamn lines, the power lines on the street. But she tell her, like, but your demon is my daddy, and you need to handle him. We ain't gotta talk about him. She's like, we do because your child is alive. Your child didn't die. It was a boy, and here got the information. And Carlotta walks away pissed. And now I'm thinking, like, maybe Carlotta gave the baby up and didn't want to say that, and so she said the baby was dead because she gave it up. And now that Cassidy brought her this new news, she can't ignore the fact that her baby is alive. And I'm like, I don't know. So that was mostly what happened again. I don't get enough views from Star or Empire to like really get two fucks. So I hope y'all enjoyed this recap. Okay, I forgot one great piece. Okay, Lord Jesus. So Derek tells Alex that he wants to marry her one day. I want to marry you one day. I want to be with you when all the craziness, goes away. And she like, oh, okay. But when the whole thing happened with Gigi, and Gigi's like, and I just wonder if my aunt knew how much I loved her and how much I cared about her. I just wonder if she knew. That makes Alex realize some stuff. And then she say, all right, cool. So when Derek get home, she got candles and lights and then shoot video footage and shit all around. They walking around the house dancing and stuff. And then she like, look, I love you so much, and I don't know if you know how much you mean to me, and you've been nothing but great since I've came here, whatever, and I want to be with you forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. And so Alex proposed to Derek. I was like, I'm like, he gonna say no. He gonna say no, and then he gonna propose to her. But no, he get down on one knee and say, since the moment I met you, I knew you would be my wife and we'd be there forever. And he says yes. I said, but she proposed to him. But the reason she said it was because earlier he said him saying, I'm gonna marry you, Alex Crane, when all the craziness is over. So her thing to him was, the craziness will always, like, we'll always have issues, like it'll always be something. Let's not wait, because tomorrow not promised. So I want to be with you now, like marry me. Like, be my husband. And had a whole ring. I said, Lord Jesus Christ. So that to me was crazy. Since I'm going to go ahead and add on 11 You Was Wrong. It came on a couple days ago. I don't remember everything, but I can go person by person. Well, can I go person by person? Because Randall's still crazy. Okay. He went over. No, wait. Wait, what happened? Randall went on this episode. That's why. So it was more about Kelly in the hospital. Lucius talking to Esperanza and all that shit. So Steven beat them dudes up. Okay, beat them up. Steven then told Esperanza, get your ass in the house. Get your ass in the house. We ain't got time for this shit. Because he's pissed off because he knew Eddie sent them dudes. So I've never seen him that upset. So Steven then just walks away. He don't even get in a car. He walk away somewhere. I'm like, Praise, you walking to the bar? So Esperanza then calls Lucius late at night, and when what's this girl's name? Kelly. Lucius' girlfriend. I can't think what her name is right now. When she answered the phone, she like, why did you call my man this late at night? What you want? What's going on? Oh, I have to talk to him. Because, it's an emergency. It's a whole emergency. And so, Lucius on the phone, she's like, yeah, Steven was here. Someone jumped him. He's like, well, he'll be fine. Like, he can really protect himself. Like, he's good. But he was doing karate. She's like, I told you he's really, really good. But no, he was so mad. I don't get, like, I've never seen him that upset. I feel like something bad gonna happen. He gonna go looking for Eddie at the bar. And he like, okay, and at first, he like, I'm not going to look for them. Like, that's y'all bullshit. Like, that's what y'all got going on. Like, leave me alone. Really, Lucius? I can't. I'm like, bitch, call the police. Call 911. I will say the same thing. Don't keep calling my man. My man ain't bulletproof. My man ain't the goddamn Captain Save him. Leave him at home. We at home chilling. Okay? He been with Kelly all goddamn season. Okay? All last season, my man was with Kelly. Now, your monkey ass leave him be. But he agreed to go check on the situation, okay? But he sit down. He's like, you know what? I'm going to give Steven some time to beat Eddie's ass before I go. So is her name, it's not Kelly. Why can't I remember Lucia's girlfriend name? Girl, I don't know what's going on with my mind. Anyway, So him and the girlfriend sit down at the house and just chill because he gonna give Stefan some time to go beat Eddie ass. Stefan does go to the bar where Eddie and them being all boastful, and Stefan come in right after the dudes Eddie sent for him comes in and tell Eddie, you know what I'm saying, we didn't get it done or whatever. And so when Stephen Steven walks in, because I can't think of how it's pronounced, I think it's Steven, but when Steven walks in and he sees the guy, like, he like, all right, these motherfuckers who just jumped me. All right, Eddie, you want some bullshit. And he sit down, and the bartender like, you know what I'm saying, I don't want no fighting up here. I don't want no brawl. And Stephen say, it ain't gonna be one. It's gonna be some ass kicking though. He get up, he like kick one dude, and he proceeds to beat Eddie ass. Okay, I mean, I know it's fake, it's a TV show, but he was beating Eddie ass. So you beat Eddie ass, you know, Lucius came in the event and everybody watched him beat Eddie's ass. Like, no one helped because Steven said, if either of you motherfuckers help him, I'm going to beat your ass too. And they all listened. So they all watched as he got his ass beat. When Lucius came in, just kind of broke it up. And him and Stephen left out or whatever. Eddie laid down there, bloody, you know what I'm saying, all hurt and stuff. And then he looked at him like, sucks to be you, huh, Eddie? So Eddie do go to the doctor or whatever because he needs some pain pills or whatever because he's beating him really badly. And then the doctor give him like maybe some Motrin or whatever. He like, are you fucking crazy? You know what I'm saying? I do cocaine. He like, oh, you're a cocaine addict? He like, yes, I'm not an addict. I do cocaine. Like, these punk ass pills, I need something strong. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? That's unethical. He said, well, if you don't give me the pills, I'm going to lie and tell the board that you put your fingers up my butt doing the prostate exam for too long. He's like, I've never even given you a prostate exam. But I'm going to say you did. I'm looking like, but nigga, your chart will prove that you never had one. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? It was what it was. So he just snatched up the man's pad, have him sign whatever, and he go get a whole bunch of, who knows what kind of pills. Whatever. Esperanza talks to him and say, we need to talk. And he like, oh, I'm going to come over there and have sex with you. I'm looking like, Eddie, he just makes my whole skin crawl. Esperanza, why you calling that man? Leave that man be. But, you know, she say, we need tomorrow, come over, we need to talk, like as civilized adults. He not civilized. He not civilized in any shape, way, form, or nothing like that. We also see Maxine. Is it Maxine? Natalie. That's her name, Natalie. Girl, I'm like, I have to remember her name, Natalie. Anyway, so we do see Alex in her bed texting with her doctor, who was like, you know, you need to come to the hospital and tell the board that you lied on me, that I never switched any tests, okay? I need you to do that, okay? Because I didn't do shit. And then, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do this. I'll come down and I'll do that. Alex then asked, like, has there ever been a case where she's like, do you know what happened? Like, why the test results would come out that the baby was a Randall's? Because the baby's clearly mixed. And then she said, well, I had one case a long time ago where, you know, a child was born with red hair and neither parent had red hair. And the DNA test came back that the baby was theirs. And they traced back the hair to whatever. And some distant relative had red hair. So now, I'm guessing now it's going to be some kind of black in Alex family, and her third baby came out black. I'm like, miss me, but the bullshit, okay? If her first two kids is white, the third kid won't be black. Like, I just don't feel like that's how it works. Genetics, I don't know. That's a black man's baby, if you ask me. But I can see how they can go, and they're going to try to spin it in some kind of way, but who cares? Anyway, they have to go to the board, do that. They'll do another DNA test because the DNA test could have just been a mistake. But she's like, is there a chance it can really be Brad's baby? And she's like, it's very unlikely. But you know what I'm saying? Come here, talk to the board on my behalf, say what you did, and then we'll talk about, you know, whatever else. So we've seen that whole thing. Kelly is in the hospital because she told the nurse I had chest pains. Before that, the pastor or the minister who come like through the jail and like ministers to the people, she's from Travis's parents' church. And she's like, they told me that you would try to lie and say Travis was doing this, doing that. But she was talking. I'm like, you as a person of the Lord, you should not be picking sides. No. And her and Kelly was going back and forth for scripture or whatever. And she kept saying, if you're a real woman of faith, you would pray for God to reveal to you the truth. You would pray for God to, you know what I'm saying, you reveal to you the truth or whatever. And the lady was just mean and rude. Because, of course, she's from the church. But she then said, like, all of y'all lied. And he's like, what you mean all of us? Like, the other woman too, who came forth and said he did this, y'all all be lying on him. Which makes Kelly realize there was other women who he did this to, who no one knew about because his parents kept covering this shit up. Okay? So she finally kicked the girl, get out my room or whatever, and go pray to God to reveal to you the truth. And she say, okay, I found I'll pray to God because I'm a real woman of God and the face. I'm gonna pray for that because you asked me to, but I think you lying. Okay. And when the cop dude, who was the new cop, yeah, he's a new cop, new black guy, he comes see Kelly, and Kelly tells him what happened and how she said, you know, there were others or whatever, and he confessed how, you know what I'm saying, I used to do security at the church, so I knew them, and I feel bad for not helping like I should have, and that's why now he trying to help as much as he can. He want to be by her side because he feel guilty, because he know he's wrong, and because like he's heard things in the past, and it took him this time to you know what I'm saying, to be over it or whatever. What else? Is that it? I think that was it. We see a little bit of, we did that. Oh, we do see Lucius, you know what I'm saying, and, Natalie, like, trying to canoodle and do it or whatever, but you then hear somebody screaming and yelling, and they run outside. I think it's the crazy lady across the street, probably outside naked, like, having the whole fit or whatever. But that was really much it, okay? Because we didn't, so we got Natalie. Okay, we got a nice Esperanza when they do shit. Okay, yeah, that was it. So that's all, y'all. And for real this time, peace.
He's like love, 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 and you.